And that's part of always been kind of an issue with security tools, even like our XDR platform is it's kind of a big lift, right? To put some of these platforms in, especially the AI SOC type platforms. It's probably a replacement of your SIM or a really large reconfiguration of your SIM. It's it's testing the rules and customizing all that, which means that actually means when it says, hey, this could be 3 or 4 months to put in, it's 3 or 4 months of somebody's time from that customer's team along with whoever they're buying it from, maybe two people depending on the size of that organization and what they're monitoring. um, so it's not just the expense of the product and what's going in there, it's expense of the people you have to do that, the training you have to do, how you configure all that stuff. So it's technologically it's a very large lift, and that always causes friction, right, when you go to put a platform in. What we really strive to do is make, especially the IntelliThreat for Microsoft 365, extremely easy. We call it this very easy glide slope to put in and get running quickly. For us, it's very, very simple. We send you a PowerShell script. You log into your tenant, you run the script, it configures everything for you, creates the keys we need, encrypts that, and sends it back to us automatically, right? So we can get you up and running very, very quickly in hours. I mean, it literally will be up and effective in hours. There does take some time to tune it, mostly so that way we're not generating too much noise, right? There's things that it needs to learn about those environments that it's in, and it's going to tell you about all that stuff, and then we can customize that with the information and the databases that we use, so that way it gets smarter as it goes along, and it's not so noisy. But that doesn't take months; it takes days and maybe a week. Doesn't mean the system's not effective while it's doing that. It's still very, very effective. We just want to cut down on the noise. And so that's a huge advantage that we have when dealing with a telethreat. That it really it's not a hard install, and it's not a large technical lift for people to do. Again, install the script, and then we're off and running. So, and then it can integrate with other things too. So that's where it can maybe take a little bit longer. So if you want integrations with your PSA tool for us to send information there, or integrate with your SIM to send information there, those take a little bit. Those have to be configured and those sorts of things. But we designed a system with a multi-tenant dashboard that customers can look at. It will send out email alerts by default, so you can actually start using it day one, and then we can work on the integrations that the platform can be effective for you day one. Then we can work on the integrations to get it to make sure it fits in your workflow, and we're not creating new workflows for customers. It's important that tools like this integrate easily with the way customers already do business, right? Or the way that they're already handling their alerts and those sorts of things. You don't want to have to come up with all kinds of new processes and procedures and stuff around the data that we're giving you. Because we're making it very simple, right? We're giving you these simplified alerts based on very complex logs and things like that to tell you what to do. It shouldn't be like a big burden to go figure out what to do with those or where to put them, right? So we need to make sure we're working within that customer's workflow, so it's efficient for them. So we work really hard to do that, and I think it's paying off.